Alright folks, so just back up in Belfast here at our training centre in Mollusk, and just popped my head in here to keep an eye on our southern guys from TCTS Ireland. They're conducting a number of days technical training, and then we have them pop back in to their locations in the south of it. If you want to contact any of our southern guys directly, the best way to do it is just to email info.ireland@tctsgroup.com, or you can just contact our head office to info@tctsgroup.com. So remember guys, you know, apart from teaming up with partners and associates and all, the thing that we're trying to push here with our authorized associate providers and agents program, but even our own guys, you know, we're everywhere at any time. And one of the big, I suppose, elements that we bring is that we work for a number of companies who are based both in Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland and GB, as well as the European legs. So you know, you get the same thing all around. And as you know, we've been in Portugal, Spain, France, Amsterdam, Germany, been all over the place with companies, and a lot of them, you know, are either GB or Southern companies. And it just goes to show, you know, you get consistency throughout, from your training, your induction, your compliance, your tachograph analysis, your vehicle inspection, your fleet inspections, your remote downloading, your tracking systems, your in and throughout the logistics, warehousing, office staff, the whole thing, you know. And that's one of the big elements that we bring here at TCTS Group. So anyway, back up here, I'm going now from here, look at a number of new vehicles quickly just when I'm in Mollusk, and then from there I'm heading over to our other training centre in Belfast, in at the gaswork. Anyways, let's get out of here. Alrighty folks, so we are just back here, and I'm having to change over a bit of a shift with one of our vehicle examiners who have come in from GB, met them in Belfast, torn them around. They have a bit of a number of personal reasons that they need off, and now we're going to change the shift over again. So I've had to jump into one of our vehicle examination units, but the same crack again guys. We have, as you know, a number of the Volkswagen T6.1 Volkswagen Transporter vans. This one here, a beautiful colour. I'll do maybe a wee quick video against it. But more importantly guys, we have another one of these vans that is sitting idle. It will be completed shortly, looking for another vehicle examiner, vehicle inspector, as well as our transport compliance officers and health and safety officers. So our on-site services, in conjunction with our software and our global changing software, our industry changing global software. Yeah, we need this van filled, we need the right staff in, we need to get people out on site, as well as the remote support. So we are going to look at two new vehicles, two new vans, which will be interesting. Might get a bit on footage if we can. Folks, as I was in the office there, we have 3 or 4 issues in this week already, and this week alone with the transport enforcement agencies, we have vehicles being stopped on the road that are, the tachograph is in calibration, in date, however the registration is not correct. The registration does not match the calibration plaque on the vehicle, nor does it match the details on the vehicle. So remember guys, a lot of people will buy a vehicle, it will be calibrated and inspected, and they think they'll get away for 2 years without doing anything else. They then change the registration to a personalised reg, and then they forget to recalibrate the vehicle and change the details on it. So we come across this a lot, but this week 3 in a row is a bit too heavy on it, you know. Anyways, let's get up the road. Let us up! Okay folks, good morning. It is Tuesday morning. We're back in Belfast, out here at Advanced NI Scaffolding, conducting a bit of Moffat mounted training. So we'll have this bad boy here put up onto one of the vehicles, and then we get the guys trained up in safe operational activity of truck mounted forklift, or as we call it, Moffat mounting. We've had him out on site today. An operational procedure for risk management. More importantly, you need to ensure that you have the correct training put in place. You have to make sure the training is practical, sufficient and relevant. And again, our on-site training services do all of this. Adam's in here sorting stuff out electronically because it's all paperless. Due to COVID, we have all, even the tests and the exams, the live assessment, the enrollment, everything now is paperless to get us up and going. So yeah, we'll touch base as we go along through the day. Alrighty folks, good morning. It is 6:30 and we are up here in Stroke City Dairy / Londonderry, and we have a wee visitor here, the old yard dog. So anyway, we're out on site this morning with one of our new clients delivering forklift training, novice forklift training, which is over a 3-day period. And then we have also 2 new client meetings this evening before we get back down the road. So as you know guys, we are very heavily based around the Derry, Londonderry area, Limavady, Coleraine, Antrim, all around there, and we have designated staff in the area. However, with this particular job, it's myself that's going to have to go out and do it, which you have no problem because we have a couple of guys down on sick leave and all that sort of jazz, so you have to jump in as and when required. Let's show this beautiful sunrise. No, it's clouded over now. Alrighty guys, we are now here on site in Stroke City, Derry, Londonderry, and we're just up here at where are we today? Right Price Tiles here to conduct some material handling training, forklift training. So as I say, we have a couple of guys down and you just have to jump in and get the stuff sorted at all times. So we'll touch base hopefully during the day, maybe get a bit of footage, see how the guys feel, and it's a 2-day training course, so we need to get that. Alrighty folks, so we are back out on site here at Right Price Tiles. We're in the middle of the examination and testing and assessment for forklift, counterbalance forklift training, so I don't want to put too much up here on the guys, but we'll give you a wee clip of what we're doing really. At the moment we're at the high lift and we're doing stacking and destacking at the moment. Then we have obviously the manoeuvring and transportation as well. So that'll be a low lift, eye level lift, which is medium lift, and then a high lift, racking and stacking, destacking. There's the chicane done, obviously the practical's done, the paperwork's done, the practical exam's done, and now just the practical testing. Anyway, forward. So just to finish on here guys, we're up here at Right Price Tiles in Derry, Londonderry. We have Damien, one of the candidates, the last candidate of today, and we're going to just do a bit of footage of his skill and ability throughout the course to the end of the course. So he's in live assessment. I asked him if it's alright to do a bit of videoing, so put him under even more pressure. So here we go. All of our training is very much live, hands-on, practical, and specific and relevant to the company itself. So now we're in the middle of a destacking exercise. Here at the moment. Folks, it is Saturday morning. No, Saturday morning, and we're going down to meet with a couple of potential new clients for work they're looking done through TCTS group. His training work, his training development work, and it's also transport compliance, which is one of our CCA services. So CCA stands for Continuous Compliance Auditing, and we guarantee staff both on-site and remote to provide full protection support for your company and your operation. So some of them from the transport industry, actually. I think there's a manufacturing guy as well. So I'm going to get that done Saturday morning. We already had our meetings, Zoom meetings with the guys. We have a load of stuff going on today, and if you follow us on social media, on our Facebook page, on our Instagram page, on our LinkedIn page, you will see that we try and give as much updates as we can, because people are extremely interested in what we do. Alrighty folks, so it is Saturday. We are parked up here at the moment because we have a number of driver training activities going on. So I'm just out here in one of our own training units, and as you can see, boom, 2 Zoom calls done, one on the phone, one on the laptop, and I'm working away. So technology is amazing when it can be used. But one thing I'm going to highlight here, guys, is the beauty about being out, you know, as a director of the company. The beauty about being out on site as well is the fact that you can see everything else is going on, especially with any of your staff or your agents or your associates. So through our transportation logistic company, which is called Transport and Logistics Services Limited, a couple of guys have been coming in here and for our transshipping and freight forward, and they've been dropping trailers other industrial area to where I am at the moment. And when you go out for a wee dawdle about, you can then see what the guys are at. So it's very interesting that doing that. So a lot of, you know, people have asked me on a number of occasions about you know, keeping an eye on what's happening and keeping the finger on the pulse. And the bigger you get within a company, depending on what your role is, whether it's a CEO or director or operations director or operations manager or whatever you're doing, you have to be on the ground as best you can. You know, get other people in place to do the really heavy admin bit for you and get out on site. I know a number of very large transport companies, and the main men are still out, you know, driving, and they will jump in the lorry and they'll do a load at the weekend, or they'll do a load, you know, at night or something, just so they can go out and see how the guys are performing, how they are portraying the company image as well, you know. So even the likes of clean vehicles or uniforms or whatever it is. But anyway, guys, out today here in one of the training units, new driver induction training, and we're in here, the 2 loading bays over here as well. So it'll be hook and drop, it'll be operating tail lifts, blower tankers, to hook into and show SOPs, which is the safe operating procedures that we've created. Also with that, even the likes of our own, depending on which vehicles we're using, you know, with tipping gears fitted on, tractor units for lift axles and steer axles, and showing guys how they should, you know, maneuver about yards. And then next week we're into rear steer trailers as well, with turntables and the pins. So all interesting times ahead. Anyway, just at this segment, guys, we will also highlight the fact that, as you know, our recruitment drive is on, and our recruitment drive is heavy here at TCTS Group, especially for driver trainers, compliance officers, forklift trainers, material handling trainers, auditors. What else? We're looking vehicle examiners, vehicle inspectors, we're looking admin support staff, we're looking tachograph analysis staff, we're looking software developers. You know the story. So jump onto our website at www.tctsgroup.com, go into careers, and hit us up and get the chat started. Anyway, let's go. Alrighty folks, it is Saturday evening and we are back down here to our training centre here in Lisnaskea, and I'm just highlighting the simple fact that this car park here is completely empty today, and it is usually jam-packed for driver CPC. So we have this weekend online driver CPC happening, and it's amazing to be in here, you know, with our trainers out delivering online CPC. We have probably 2 classes running anyway at the moment, one with 18, one with 20, so there's a lot of guys. And our training centres, whether it's in Belfast, Lisburn, up in Derry, Craigavon, Leedsdorm, Telford, you know, no matter where our training centres are, they're always packed up. Very grateful for that. But again, it goes to show the online training, it has kicked in for driver CPC, guys. The Northern Ireland classroom CPC has only stopped recently, I think at the start of March, and it'll be coming back very quickly, obviously. But a lot of the feedback, you know, from my point of view, because I've been chatting to a lot of the guys and asking for the feedback, a lot of them are actually interested in coming back into the classroom. They actually don't enjoy the online CPC. At the start it was great, you'd be sitting at home, you'd be doing your Zoom CPC, and the next thing you'd see, you know, a cat's tail or something coming across the screen, or some guy sitting in the tractor ploughing land or putting in silage over the summer. That thing there, you know, it was all a newfangled and it was good crack. But having said that, the guys now are starting to get a wee bit fed up with it, because it is 7 hours training plus all your enrollment time as well. Anyway, this segment here, guys, what I want to highlight as well is the simple fact that you cannot do the same CPC 5 times. Now they're going back and saying it's only 1 course per year. So remember that, guys, because they've been doing that in the south of Ireland through the Road Safety Authority since it started, which now we're in the 11th year CPC. So anyway, just remember that, guys. Our point of view from online CPC and classroom CPC, we do have a bit of crack. We try and cut the mould of all the usual jazz that goes on, and across the screen it'll put up to give us a shout to info@tctsgroup.com, and that'll get you booked into any CPC course that we're running. Anyways, that is all. Alrighty folks, we are going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your continued support with our YouTube channel here at TCTS Group TV. So we're going to end it here, and put on the wee notification bell. It'll give you notification every time we put up or post a new video. Jump on our website at www.tctsgroup.com. As you know, we have a massive career drive going on at the moment for our Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland and GB branches, and we're looking for loads of people, and we're looking for skilled, passionate people. So jump on our website and don't forget that. Remember, guys, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on LinkedIn. Anyway, that's about it. So thank you very much, and that is all.